Okay, so we're on problem, whoops, sorry about that. I get that rid of that. So we're on problem number 2, and I'm going to go to the whiteboard again. And again, the reason for it, just give myself some room. And again, there's multiple ways of doing it. We're going to encourage you to do this by the method that we're describing in classroom to you. So let's go to the whiteboard. I'm going to put down number 2 for you. And number 2 is f of x equals 1 over 1 plus x squared. And this is the same thing as saying 1 plus x squared to the minus 1. The center for this problem over here, I think in the notes they're probably using the letter a for it, which is probably a good idea, and a is equal to minus 4. All right? Before I do anything, I want to point out they're asking questions, and the question they're asking for is they're asking for T2. I want to point out what that's going to look like to me. That's going to look like f of minus 4 over 0 factorial x minus a minus 4, which is x plus 4 to the 0, plus f prime of minus 4. And again, it's got a really simple pattern to it. All right, so let's put that down, and let's take a look at that, what to get over here. So it's going to be 1 factorial, and then it's going to be x plus 4 to the first power plus f double prime minus 4 over 2 factorial x plus 4 squared, second degree polynomial. All right, so what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to put T2 down, and T2 doesn't look too bad. I got to get some derivatives though, don't I? So I got to get f prime. And what's f prime? It's minus 1 plus x squared to the minus 2 times 2x. All right? Now granted, if you have to keep going with this, it's a difficult, continuing the derivatives on this, but I can certainly go to the second derivative now. Before I do that though, I want to write down, this is minus 2x over 1 plus x squared squared. All right, I'm going to put the second derivative down. What do you get there? I'm going to square the bottom using the quotient rule now. Yeah, it's more difficult. That's to the 4th power. Bring the bottom to the top. Times the derivative of the top, which is simply just minus 2, minus the top, which is minus 2x, times the derivative of the bottom, which is going to be 2, 1 plus x squared. I'm taking the derivative, right? So it's going to be the first power now. And then what do you get? 2x. All right, it looks kind of nightmarish, but I got to write it down, right? And we'll simplify it in a moment. So let's see what you get. I'm looking at the top, and I notice immediately that there's a lot of factors that are common on top. And I'm certainly noticing a 2. I'm noticing a 1 plus x squared, so I'll put that down. I'm actually going to pull out a minus 2. And I'm going to pull a 1 plus x squared out. What are you left off with? Well, the first term, I'm left off with 1 plus x squared. That's done. Next term, minus. Well, I pulled out, the minus 2, so I'm left off with what? I'm left off with 2x and a 2x, 4x squared. Kind of complicated, right? Let's keep moving. And you get 1 plus x squared to the 4th power. It's going to be minus 2, 1 plus x squared. Well, notice that one of those cancels off. So why don't I just do that right now? Let me erase this. Instead of making it more complicated than it needs to be, I'm going to say 1 plus x squared cubed. What do you get there? Well, you get minus 2. And then what do you get over here? 1 plus x squared minus 4x squared, which is 1 minus 3x squared. I'm going to continue to simplify this, and I'm going to write down 6x squared minus 2 over 1 plus x squared cubed. All right? Here comes the tough part. I got to make some evaluations over here. So I think it's not going to be too bad. So I'll put down f of what? Minus 4. Relatively simple to do. You get 1. On bottom you get, and again, this is what f of x is right over here. You're going to get 1 plus 16, which is 17. I'm going to put down f prime of minus 4. It's more complicated. But f prime's right over here. What do you get there? Let's see. You're going to get 8 in top. And then when you get in the bottom, what do you get? Let's see, 1 plus 16. That's 17. 17 squared. All right. F double prime of minus 4. What does that give you? That's right over here, by the way. A little more complicated. But I get 17 cubed on the bottom. And what do you get on top? You get 6 times 16. That's 16, 36, 96. 96 minus 2 is 94. So I think I'm ready to write it down. So T2 of x is going to be equal to 1/17. By the way, I'm looking at this to write this down. That's all I'm looking at. All right? 0 factorial is 1, and x plus 4 to the 0 is going to be 1. F prime of minus 4, and that's going to be 8 over 17 squared. All right? And then what do you get? You get x plus 4 to the first power. Then what do you get? You get plus 94 over 17 cubed. And that's going to be over 2 factorial. 2 factorial is just 2. And 2 goes into 94 a nice number of times. 47 times. Get my eraser out. Clean that up. And again, I'm dividing by 2 factorial, which is 2. So it's going to be 47. And then x plus 4 squared. I'm done with this. Now someone's going to say, how you can get T3? We already got most of it. We just need one more term. That's all we need. What do we need to do? Well, it's going to be T3 is going to be equal to T2 plus F triple prime evaluated at, what number again is that? Oh, minus 4. That's not so bad. Again, it's way up here somewhere. Yeah, minus 4. Over 3 factorial, x plus 4 cubed. All right, I got to get the third derivative now. And I got the second derivative. It's right here. I think I can do the third derivative. So f triple prime of x, and let's be careful, it's going to be 1 plus x squared at the square root of bottom, so that's going to be 6. Then 1 plus x squared cubed times the derivative of the top, which is 12x, minus the top, which is 6x squared minus 2, times the derivative of the bottom, which can be 3, 1 plus x squared squared, and then 2x. All right? So what I'm going to do over there, I guess I just should reduce it. And I notice I got, factors of 1 plus x squared all over the place. And the smallest one I have is a factor of 2. So I'm going to cancel it off pretty quickly too, by the way. 2 factors from top, 2 factors from bottom are going to cancel off. You get 4, you get 1 plus x squared to the first power, 12x minus 6x squared minus 2. I certainly get a 3 and a 2x, which is 6x. All right? So I got to do this now. I got to do f triple prime of minus 4. Wow, that looks really tough. Let's put it down. What do you get in bottom? 17 to the 4th power. On top, what do you get? You get 17. We'll do some arithmetic, but we're not going to do a lot. That's going to be minus 48. This is going to be minus, let's do 6x first, so minus 24. And let's do the 6x squared minus 2 now. Well, again, x squared is 16. 16 times 6 is 96, 94. I think we did that before, right? And I'm going to keep going around and looking for things to do. I am going to factor out a 24. Oh, minus 24. And what do you get? Well, you get 34. Again, minus 24 from 48 is going to be 2. And 2 times 17 is 34. And then you're going to get minus 94. and this over 17 to the fourth power. Again, there's better ways of doing it. What do you get over here? Minus 24. 34 minus 94 is going to be minus 60. That's over 17 to the fourth power. So I'm going to write this as 60 times 24 over 17 to the fourth power. All right, so let's go back over here. Long road there, wasn't it? And I got to write that down now. So it's going to be T3. It's going to be T2, 1/17, plus 8/17, x plus 4, plus 47, 17ths cubed, x plus 4 squared. I'm just copying T2, by the way. Now we're going to write down this, this last term. And what do you get? You get 60 times 24, 17 to the fourth power. Let me tell you what I just wrote down. This part over here. 3 factorial is just 6. I'll write that down for you. And then you're going to get x plus 4 to the fourth power, to a third power. What's nice about this, 6 goes into 6 once, into this 10 times. So you get plus 240 over 17 to the fourth power, x plus 4 cubed. Again, you're on a learning journey, and part of that is to see if you arrived at the right location here. So I'm going to open up my document again, and I'm going to look at the answer. And when I look at it, yeah, mistakes happen. And when you do homework, you're going to find out you make mistakes. You know, T3, oh, let me look at T2 first. T2 says 1/17. I got that part right. And then it says 8 over 17 squared. They actually squared 17, by the way. X plus 4. And then 47, 17 cubed, x plus 4 squared. Let me just go through that with you. Because a lot of times when you're doing things, you can say, I wonder if that's right. So 17 squared. And again, you can, when you're doing homework, I kind of recommend if you're tired, you can use the calculator. An example, 17 squared is fine, by the way. 17 squared is 289, all right? You know what? I noticed in my notes I got an error, but now I'll take care of it. And let's go over this. Yeah, I got a note. Times 17. And I did make an error in my notes, by the way. I'll correct it, and I'll get to that. So anyway, this is correct. Let's do the next one and see if I got that last term. And I'm looking at the notes again. I'm looking at this information over here. Whoops. Got a beginning. I do it again. Got a beginning. Let's see if I got this right. I see the 240, and that's going to be 17 to the fourth power, right? So let me just do that computation. And that's 83,521. Yeah, we're doing okay. We can move on to the next question. Thank you.